Yep.
This is your video to how to maintenance your above ground swimming pool with filter. So the first thing you do is you go to port B and you take out the screen. You got to undo these two wire or these two Titan clamps. You pull one out and you drop it on the ground and just tighten up that clamp as tight as you can get it so the hose doesn't come off. Port 2, same thing. This is port B. So both of these are port B. You do the one furthest away from the pump first, and then you're right there. So now we tighten this back up after we take this screen out, and we now turn pump on. So we walk over here to get the vacuum. We undo the vacuum. We pull the ladder out so that the vacuum doesn't get tangled up on the ladder. And we keep both ends of this hose, the vacuum part and the connector part, in the water so we don't take on air in the hose. We come back over to here. We take end A, which we keep in the water. It goes to port B, the furthest port from the pump. You push that in as hard as you can. Tighten up that clamp. And then you got to come over to the other port B. Take this plug and put it in the hole just like that. Now the vacuum's moving and we still have water coming out of port A. Water has to always come out of port A or you got to shut the pump off. So the vacuum is now running along the bottom. So to stop the vacuum, you clean filter right after you've done vacuuming. You let the vacuum run 3 or 4 hours and then come out, and the first thing you do is pull the vacuum out of port B. Make sure the hoses stay in. Take the plug out of the other port B so you got water flowing, and get the hose to vacuum. Curl back up, keeping both ends in the water, and then walking over here and hook it back up. From there, we'll put the ladder back in. Now, you know, I do these above ground YouTube videos. You know, if you like it, just all you got to do is hit your like. But I will tell you this is the proper way to do this. I've had above ground pools all my life. You know,
and you learning how to make you forget.
Yeah. So I hooked the vacuum back up underneath the slide that I've made. Now you'll never see another slide like this. This is $1 million idea right there. Put the ladder back in. Come back over here. Excuse me now. Come back over here. And now you want to turn your pump off when you're going to clean the filter. Turn the switch off to the pump. Come over to port A. Turn port A all the way off. So it's got a knob, it turns the lock. You come over to port B, take your plug, put it in port B. Because now we're going to stop any water to get to the pump. So we can pull the filter out. And then the other plug in port B. Now we come over to the pump so that we can pull the filter out and clean the filter and get it put back in. So you're going to want to relieve the water pressure by turning this one on the top. and twist the ring off the top. It's a ring. Pull the top of it off. It's got a rubber gasket that goes into a groove. It has to stay in there. Now you're to your filter. Pull your filter out and look at that. That's Body Go. Huh? body grease by Markey. Huh? So then what you want to do then is go over here to port A. Turn port A on. No, wrong one. Sorry. Go to port B. Pull the plug for port B so that we're letting water run out right there for a minute so that we clean all the gunk and crap that's in the filter cartridge holder. We clean that water, let that run just for a few minutes and stick the plug back in, and now we go over to the hose and spray the filter down. Now, by the way, if you save some of this and you dry it out, you can actually scrape it off the concrete and you reuse your hair gel.
Reuse your hair gel. Gross.
Now remember, kids do pee and poop in the pool, so be careful when you're cleaning your filter. And you just spray this out, just like this. You want to be careful you don't have too much pressure or you'll rip your paper on your filter, and then it's no good. So you kind of want to go through each one of these little fans and kind of get the gunk out. There's like peanuts in there, and somebody must have been eating peanuts in the pool. But, or they had a peanut stuck in their nose and picked their nose. I don't know what it is. But, or maybe, I don't, oh, there's some corn. I wonder why there's corn in there. Huh? Anyway, back to what we're doing here. If you find corn in your filter, it's a problem. So,
then you need to have
because
a
corn usually doesn't digest.
Then you need to have a talk with your children.
I've never found any corn in my filter, so I think all the adults here are potty trained. Okay, now you see that? Now all the body oil is gone.
And we didn't even save it so we could reuse it.
Well, that wasn't reusable. Okay, so now we're going to stick the filter in. It doesn't matter which way it goes in. Well, it kind of does. It won't go in like that, but straight in. There's an area down at the bottom that it's a ring that has to go inside there to pop in. So you push that down. You just turn it a little bit until it goes flat, just like that. You don't have to push very hard. This part's the part, this ring right here, you have to make sure it's in this groove right there. If it comes out of that groove, it'll leak. So you just take this, push it down, straight down with your hand, just like that, and you'll feel it go snug, the ring, everything snug. You can let go of that and twist that on. Just give her a little bear hug like that. Make sure this is full of water. If that's full of water, you can reclose that valve. Now, we go back to port A. We open it up all the way. We go back to port B. You pull that. Now, the filter goes back in. So, you got to make sure these are undone because this can pop right off of there. So you got to push this in all the way. They got to be loosened up enough. Once it's in all the way, you come back here. You tighten the first one and the second one as tight as you can without breaking them. There, that hose won't come off. This one, loosen this one up. This one only needs one. But you don't have to get them that tight. My thumb finger got away from me. I've been working out. Can you tell I've hit the gym? Look at that. Look, see that? You got to be careful when you work out like I do, because if you tighten these up too tight, you'll break them off. But look at them, look at me flex. Huh? See that flex? Look at that. Huh? Now that's a strong man right there. Okay, now we're ready to turn the pump on. Everything's opened up. And as long as you have water flow there, and that's it. You've now vacuumed your pool, you've cleaned your filter, and everything's back together and running. So on Wednesdays, when you shock the pool, now the day you shock the pool, forget about vacuuming, forget about cleaning the filter, let everything process through everything. Do it before you shock the pool, if Wednesday is the day you choose to do all the shocking in a vacuum day, or but you don't even have to wear your swimming suit to do this. You can wear regular street clothes like me. You don't even have to get wet. So we come into my office here. You like my office?
Yeah.
By the way, the best thing about my office is the Harley.
Yeah.
So this now is a half a bag of Clorox pool shock, and you get this at Walmart. Your favorite Walmart store carries this, and if they don't, then quit going there. So anyway, half a bag of this. So this does 2 treatments a week. You dump a quarter of this in the bucket. You get, well, you get some water in the bucket, dump a quarter of this in a water bucket, stir it up over the pool with your hand, and then give her a toss to the left side. Then do the other quarter, mix it up, give it a toss to the right side. So you give it a whoop and a whoop like that, okay? So, hey, and that way you know your pool is going to be shocked. Let that run, and then the following day you can check it. Every couple of days, just check the, see Ducky over there? Yeah, Ducky, got it, yeah. What's his name?
Her name was
her
Cecilia.
name. Huh?
Cecilia.
Yeah, so Cecilia, she's kind of shy right now. She, unless you really get to know her. She needs tablets for her health, because if you don't give her tablets, she runs out. Guess what? The pool turns green. She pisses in it. So, anyway, I think that's all it said. I think that takes care of everything. Once a day, except for shock day. You take these little things right here. You see, pull. It's a 30 multi-smart. Yeah. See, this makes me smart.
You get those at Walmart too?
Yeah, you can get these at Walmart, but any of your local spa stores. But I'm telling you, they'll try to upsell you on a hot tub. Tell them no, your swimming pool is like a hot tub, and you have a slide. I'm sorry I'm out of things to say right now, but you know what? See, I've got all the kids' goggles. At least they don't get chlorine in their eyes. Okay, so now we've checked it, and we come back here. And the part you hold on to goes to the bottom of the bottle. You go right there. It looks like we're doing good there. I'm colorblind, but it looks like we're in the middle there. I'm colorblind, we're in the middle there. Somewhere we're a little light in between here and there, but we're good, and that's good, and hell, that's good too. Look, we're in the middle, just where we want to be. Huh? Honey, we're right in the middle. Okay, so that's all there is to it. This is Marky, and this is your pool guy. Huh? Your above ground pool guy. You don't have a slide like that at home, do you?
Well, I do.
Thank you.